Good evening and welcome to NNX, where we give you campus news faster than you can eat a bowl of mac and cheese. I'm Alexia Cadota-Browner.
And I'm Simone Garber. Let's dive right into tonight's stories. Following the devastating earthquake in Turkey and Syria last Monday, Northwestern students are banding together to provide aid. The Northwestern Turkish Students Association has set up donation stands across campus in an effort to raise money for earthquake relief. The stands themselves have raised more than $7,000. These donations have been matched by various companies, amounting to a total of $13,000 in aid as of Wednesday. The money collected will be donated toward relief efforts.
It gives me energy to want to collect more so that we can actually have a visible impact, so we can actually see that our donations bought excavators or something, or shelter.
The Turkish Student Association is still accepting donations. You can visit their Instagram page at TSA_Northwestern and donate via Venmo at DENIZYORUK.
In honor of Black History Month, Northwestern Women's Center hosted a workshop on trans and queer resistance to policing last week. The workshop focused on police oppression, who is oppressed by systems of policing, how these systems remain in place, and what can be done for prevention. Conversations revolved around the history of resistance led by the trans and queer community. The goal, to help students understand the impact of policing and the intersection of identities.
Recognizing that Black liberation is women's liberation, is trans and queer liberation, and the way we often silo these things keeps us from understanding the way that all of our struggles are connected.
Now we have NNN's Isabella Lisco here to tell us a little more about the event. So Isabella, you attended this event. What was the conversation surrounding intersectionality and police resistance?
First of all, this movement has always been led by the Black community, and that work has to be acknowledged. Benji Hart, the workshop leader, made a point of showing that all social justice movements would be benefited by abolishing the police, such as the women's liberation movement, the LGBTQ movement, and the trans liberation movement, and many others. He shows that policing affects all of these marginalized groups in negative and violent ways, so reducing policing will benefit anyone who's a member of those communities as well as their allies.
Got it. So I know the conversation featured alternate policing options. Did the workshop discuss a way to move forward in society without police?
Yes, Benji showed that a future without policing is possible. It does, however, require that we change our attitude, our reaction, our perspective on what constitutes criminal activity in the first place and how we think about areas of policing. So one example is the CTA here in Chicago. There's a lot of police there, often canine units, there to deter people from turnstile jumping and avoiding paying fares. But Benji asked the question, what if public transportation were free? Many European countries are already moving in that direction, and making public transportation free would automatically reduce and eliminate one aspect of policing. So it's really about changing our relationship to how we're viewing some of these public spaces and public services.
Got it. Thank you, Isabella. Additional Black History Month events can be found on the Northwestern website for Multicultural Student Affairs.
And history was made in Northwestern athletics over the weekend as Northwestern's men's basketball team defeated the #1 Purdue Boilermakers this past Sunday. The win marked the first time the Wildcats have taken down a #1 team in the program's history. Trailing for most of the game, the Wildcats pulled through at the end of the last half, winning with a final score of 64-58. Senior Boo Buie headed the leaderboard with 26 points, with senior Chase Adige close behind at 15 points. After the final buzzer, fans stormed the court to celebrate with the team, an amazing ending to the historic game. The big win was an essential step for the Wildcats to solidify their place in the upcoming March Madness. Northwestern is now tied for second place with Indiana in the Big Ten standings. The Wildcats will take on the Hoosiers this Wednesday at home at 8 p.m.
And on the other side of campus, Northwestern Hillel hosted its annual Mega Shabbat. The event was held in person for the first time after the pandemic. Mega Shabbat included religious services, a mocktail hour, and dinner. It was open to students of all faiths. The event was aimed at openness and accessibility, encouraging students to reconnect with old friends and make new ones.
It's definitely an opportunity for people to attend who can feel intimidated by the regular Shabbat.
Hillel says between 400 and 500 students attended the event.
The Northwestern menstrual equity activists are currently hosting their Flow Drive, a donation event aimed at collecting period products. All donations go to the Period Collective, a Chicago nonprofit who will distribute the products to local shelters. The activists fight period poverty, or when people can't access menstrual products or hygiene facilities because of financial limitations. And product drives aren't their only tool. NU menstrual equity activists also collaborate with Illinois legislatures to put period equity into law.
This leaves many people without these products, and many women and menstruators are forced to choose between basic things such as food or period products.
NNX Paris Franzway is now in the studio to tell us more about the drive. Paris, thanks so much for being here. Northwestern Menstrual Equity also works to adjust legislature concerning period equity. What kind of laws does MEA want passed?
So right now, they actually recently just passed a law that would allow people to buy period products with SNAP benefits. So this way people don't have to go choosing between buying food and period products. And more broadly, they're against any kind of pink tax law, which is when period products are taxed like luxury products.
I see. And how can students get involved with Northwestern MEA besides donating to the drive?
Yeah, the easiest way is just to message them on Instagram at Northwestern MEA. They have meetings every Sunday alternating between Zoom and in person, and you don't even have to be a full-fledged member to get involved. You can just come and brainstorm some new outreach ideas.
Well, sounds like a great organization. Thank you so much for your coverage, Paris. The Flow Drive has bins at all area desks, Norris and Kresge, and is accepting donations until March 10th.
In downtown Evanston, the city's annual Hugo Fest is currently underway. Throughout the month of February, Evanston businesses are offering a selection of creative classes, shopping, and dining specials and community events. The special events are aimed at fostering community during the winter months. Hugo Fest is sponsored by the organization Downtown Evanston, which hopes to turn around a usually slow month for businesses in Evanston.
The Hugo Fest is based on the sort of Scandinavian term huga, which means really to embrace winter, kind of enjoy those everyday moments.
Anyone interested in attending a Hugo Fest event should register on the Downtown Evanston website at downtownevanston.org/HugoFest.
And if you're looking for another wintry Evanston activity, the Evanston Ecology Center hosts an indoor farmers market every other Saturday. Featured are Chicagoland businesses selling local products. From confectionery chocolate to dried mushrooms, the market offers a range of products for Evanstonians to enjoy. The most important part of the event is community, uniting local businesses and their customers through food.
The farmers markets, quite honestly, have generated a lot of repeat customers for us. And I think people just really value that local quality ingredients.
The indoor market is located at the Ecology Center and is open January through April.
Now for food after our hearts. In honor of Valentine's Day, Lou Malnati's is offering heart-shaped pizzas in all of their stores. NNN's Ellie Skelly serves the story.
The pizzas are ready. We're gonna take them out.
Lou Malnati's is offering a cheesy way to declare love this Valentine's Day.
My name is Valentines, and a lot of people love pizza.
Manny Ramos has been the general manager of the Evanston location for the past 4 years. He says their busiest day is actually Valentine's Day.
We do about between 25 to 35 pizzas per day. Number for the Valentine's Day, we're looking about over 300 pizzas.
And what's at the heart of this spike in pizza orders? The chain is offering a heart-shaped version of their iconic deep dish pizza for the holiday.
We thought it'd be a fun way to celebrate.
Heart-shaped pizzas are made here in store fresh and can be shipped to loved ones nationwide.
I have 2 brothers in the DC area, and it's hard to figure out something to give them. So I have sent them both Lou Malnati's pizzas.
And for Chicagoans far from home, Lou Malnati's is partnering with other Chicago staples like Portillo's, Eli's Cheesecake, and Garrett's Popcorn to ship a slice of Chicago nationwide.
We love to spread the love.
The hearts are equivalent to a small deep dish and can be ordered with cheese, pepperoni, or sausage.
You can argue crusts and you can argue toppings, but in the end, a good pizza is a good pizza.
And after serving their last slice this Valentine's Day, the Lou Malnati's family will be celebrating the season of love together.
as a family, we enjoy to get everybody together.
Spreading sauce and love, Ellie Skelly, Northwestern News Network.
Thanks, Ellie. Today is the last day the heart-shaped pizzas are available in stores, but they can be shipped nationwide year-round. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks so much for watching.
Stay tuned for the Northwestern News Report and Politicat coming up next. I'm Simone Garber.
And I'm Alexia Cadota Browner. Have a great night and happy Valentine's Day.